Klagenfurt's not bad actually. That, yeah, we were hoping for Salzburg, but we can take the back road for that. That works. Excellent. How's your day? It's alright. It's just after 1 here. I'll wait for the ads to finish. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, it's from here. Okay, well, I was gonna, like, drive around a bit more, but... and potentially sleep, but I think I'll forego sleeping for now. Where's my trailer? Here's my trailer. Whee!
What are we waiting for?
Can I just drive straight out here? I probably can, eh? This is like discovering this bit here, isn't it? Yeah, I still want to go round the other way, because I actually want to discover all of the roads that lead down there. But it's a good start. Means you don't need to worry about that bit. But yeah, no, day's been okay. So it's early afternoon now. We've been streaming for a little bit, slept in, still been recovering from COVID, so that's fun. And my daughter has it, or caught it, and now my wife's got it a little bit, so yeah. Managed to dodge it for, what, 4 years now? 5 years almost? 4 years. We've managed to dodge it relentlessly, and then one slip up of me going into the city and just, yeah, it's doing the rounds again, so yeah, that's all it took. But yeah, so a bit short of breath, but other than that, kind of okay. Yeah, one slip up, one, yeah, exactly. Subnautica built on the Source engine. I don't even know what that would look like. Hey, Mr. Smarty, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's like I made the mistake of taking public transport and I'd forgotten to take a mask with me. It's basically all it comes down to. It wasn't even that heavily packed or anything. I was sitting well apart from everyone else, but it was either that or in the pub, because kind of closer. It was for some leaving drinks for a workmate, but I don't know, it wasn't that close to anyone in particular, and I didn't see if anyone else coming down with it in the work channel. So, and then I went to the food court in the mall, but I sat by myself. Like, I don't usually go out of my way to hobnob with people too directly. That's how I've managed to avoid it for this long. But yeah, I'm guessing someone on the train. Just, yeah, and when you're sitting amongst people for 3/4 of an hour, basically, then, yeah, sharing the same air conditioning, so... So yeah, I've been unwell. That's how I've been. COVID's basically been
Get ready to turn right.
eliminated in your city, or something else in your city?
Turn right.
It's just become just endemic wherever you go. I'm just going to double check my route for this delivery. Yeah, because it wants to send me this way. I do have to look at some bits there, but at the same time I want to go this road and at least cover off this direction there and a little bit more of that intersection. And then from here I could actually do this, and then that covers off that. Tricky. We're trying to be smart. And actually we could then do that and get that bit too. Hey. Now we're thinking with portals. Or something.
Pedal to the metal, man.
Now I have 100% on all Baltic plus Scandinavia. Nice, and Britain and Italy. Yeah.
Get ready to turn right.
Britain's probably the easiest thing to 100% exploration on this, because a lot of the intersections are the old ones where you just enter them once and it discovers the whole thing. You don't have to do all the back and forwards and stuff that you're forced to with the newer intersections. So that's kind of handy. It's also the most annoying to have to do because it's also so narrow. Road is weirdly bendy, yeah. I mean, it is Austria, so hills to get around and stuff. So I've reworked Austria completely a little while ago because originally it was very basic. It was kind of like what Britain is in terms of just being very simplified, very narrow. So I've now opened it up. The roads are a bit more representative to what they should be. That does mean a lot more twists and turns though. The interchanges now have the like geographical features that they're trying to work around. There's now more of the tunnels, whereas before it took a lot of liberties. So yeah, Sweden was like that. Yeah, Sweden's a bit annoying. They do Iberia next. Iberia is huge. I still haven't done half of the towns in Spain, I think. And it pisses me off because at one point I did actually do a bit of dedicated exploration for, I think, one of the other events or something. I'm sure I have them highlighted on Twitch or on YouTube of me going to certain places, but I think I then must have loaded the wrong save somewhere along the lines. And I've lost that progress of the exploration in this save now, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, I have to redo a lot of the Mediterranean coast of Spain that I thought that I'd already done. Straight roads would be madness though? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not that they were straight before per se, it's just that they had like one main road between each city instead of it being broken up more accurately. So reached the milestone of 100 drivers. Nice. I hired pretty much everyone a while ago. At one point I just ran out of people to hire because I hadn't discovered enough of the recruitment agencies, which is a bit of a sign that I needed to do more discovery. Wee out into the viaduct. Like, I don't think this road existed before, or if it did, it was a shadow of its current self. I just wish that you had like a proper drone following sort of camera. I know you can like free cam it and stuff through the console, but that's more effort than I can be bothered with. But it's still scenic. It's still nice. Don't remember what the limit is. I don't think there is a limit per se. It's, well, there probably is. It's more a case of, I think each recruitment agency unlocks a certain number of drivers or something, but once you hire them all, that's it. Maximum of drivers is 355. Presumably that's based on the number of garage slots you have. But I mean, they keep adding new garages and new recruitment agencies, so the sky's the limit. But after you get even a couple of dozen, let alone 100, then it becomes very much just self-sustaining, so they rake in so much money at that point. It's a little bit ridiculous. Like, I'm still showing like the ticker. Mind you, to be fair, that guy just cost me €2,000 because he couldn't find a cargo, so maintenance costs and stuff. And there's another one, Elise V. Couldn't find a job and had to return empty. Fuel and maintenance costs are €4,400. So some of these drivers seem to cost me an awful lot of money. It does piss me off a lot. Like, a lot. It's something I don't go into much because it's not hugely relevant for the day-to-day gameplay of this, but it is a hell of a nitpick that I have that the drivers are based out of a specific city and they only ever want to take deliveries from that city and then back to that city. They can't, it seems, do point to point anywhere else. And the higher level that they get especially, like in terms of long distance driving especially, they start to go further and further away, or take different deliveries and stuff from their home city. And then it seems to become less and less likely that they have a delivery to get back again, which is really stupid. Why? They should be able to take multiple deliveries away from their home city. I do that. I'm based in a particular garage. I don't have to go back there all the bloody time, though. I can work my way around. Why can't they? It just baffles me. Either A, that they can't do that, or B, what part of the game generation is so restrictive that it can't engineer a contract for them to go back again. I just went the wrong way. Oops. That's fine. I need to discover more of this intersection anyway.
Turn right.
We'll pop into this area
Turn
here.
right.
There's like a little truck stop sort of thing here anyway, right? Yeah. And now we can just turn around again. We should actually sleep. I am starting to grey out, so I should actually sleep. Yeah, there we go. It's given me the opportunity to do so, so I should do that. We'll get going in the early morning. There we go. We'll trade the sunset for sunrise. How's that? I think there are more garages. I think the game starts to die after 3:55, probably.
Keep left.
But it is, yeah, a really annoying sort of thing that... Is this the right way? Yeah, good. The driver AI or the driver management calculations are such that you... I mean, they still make more money because I'll do a nice big delivery and like that guy just got me 33,000 euro. And then if they can't find a delivery, then it'll cost 4 grand to get back again or something. So, okay, well that's fine then, I guess.
Right.
But it is still stupid. Yeah, there we go. Income minus 12,000 for a driver. And he leveled up apparently. By costing me 12 grand, he leveled up. Huh? Did he crash? I just don't know sometimes. It's all very weird. Oh, Dan Aykroyd, he just made me some money. We were talking about funny driver names the other day. Don't know who George S is, but I'm sure I could think of someone. Complaining about an employee needing basic needs, well here's 405 million. It's less the basic needs, it's more how did you cost $12,000? Like that wasn't a one of the like couldn't find a delivery and therefore maintenance costs were X amount. It was presented as income of negative 12,000 euro. It's just weird. I'm more than inclined to pay my drivers even more. I don't need them earning $45,000 for me. Like 50 grand there, Yusabeth D just made 50 grand. Like, feel free to take a bit more of a bonus from that. Just so long as you actually take deliveries when they're available. And yeah, just how do you cost 11 grand? I don't get it. Gas prices, man. Yeah, true. Must have needed to actually fill up for once. I mean, if it counts like repair costs and they need to do like a replacement or something that they now have, then I could understand that. But they shouldn't be doing that too often either.
Turn right.
Okay, here's where we take a little bit of a sideshow from where we need to go, just to discover a little bit more of the north side of Graz. Yeah, on the one hand, I was hoping to play more Persona 3 Reload this weekend, but on the other hand, this does give me an opportunity to do a little bit more exploration. Though I do just remember that I meant to take the road that I took earlier from Vienna, because there was like a scenic bit off to the side, I think, and then I completely forgot to take a photo. Because it doesn't actually show up on my floating GPS, it's too far away. I needed to have it zoomed out one more, I think. Just gonna cut that guy off real quick. There's a weird depot down that I haven't been to, that bugs me. Well, we get to look around the city a little bit more.
Turn left.
I could go to the recruitment agency and stuff. But the fact that I have to go to that other little depot and there's a bunch of other stuff I have to do here as well, I think I just do that separately. There's a lot of tiny little bits in cities that I'm just gonna do probably off stream. I'll just bounce around and tick them off. Just with no trailer or anything. If I get the opportunity to take like a quick job and go from somewhere to somewhere, then I might still record it.
Keep right.
Because those little point-to-points are still fun. But if it's just bouncing around depots in a city, that's not very interesting. Don't care how scenic the city is. Okay, well this is inconvenient. Okay, he's gonna cut him off, and I guess I just tuck in behind. Be nice if the shoulder continued on a little bit wider. Single person cares when you're hiring an employee, it says how much they want to be paid. Yeah. Literally everybody skips over that and looks right at their skills. Well, how much you pay them is kind of determined by what skill set they have. Anyway, like the ones with more skills cost more. And it's like, cool. I don't care. I'll pay you whatever you like, just give me the skills, man. Especially long distance stuff early on. Because you want them to be able... There's like a butter zone between the real short deliveries, where it's hard to get ones that are the right length to get back again, and the super long ones. It's kind of a midpoint. Yeah, finally got the Balkans. I did see you saying that, but yes, there was other things to rant about. Yes, finally decided to buy it only half a year late. Well, I assume it was probably on special or something. Like, unless you're super dedicated in doing the community events like I am, like I find them a good way to torture myself of jumping in and getting frustrated about not finding the right deliveries, and the delivery length is far too long. But all that aside, if you're not that kind of person, there's no point getting them on day one necessarily, because give it 6 months and they'll probably be 20% off anyway. So, just depends on how driven you are in wanting to get them, really. And the fact that they've been redoing so many of the old areas anyway, it's like, well, you know, spend the time exploring Germany again and Austria, and worry about the Balkans when you've run out of everything else. For me, it's like an investment in the stream content. Like, gives me something to play when the community events are on. It's an investment that'll never pay itself back, but I enjoy it, so that's payment enough.
And then exit right.
Never do the community challenges, but do have a World of Trucks account. Yeah, I think I used to skip over them a bit more.
Turn left.
But I specifically, like, that's one of my specific goals, really, is that...
Turn left.
Yes, I could just play this game randomly and casually and sometimes still do, but pretty rarely these days. I've got too many other games to play that, for me, the community challenges is an excuse to jump back in and play this instead. Because I do really enjoy playing it, but I also really enjoy playing lots of other games that I have otherwise not played, or not played enough of. So yeah, it's my reason for playing this instead of something else. You know, like Persona 3, as I say, I've got that. I've got Reload to play, but I'm playing it on Game Pass on PC. I have bought it on PlayStation, and I've been playing it on PlayStation separately. That's something that I'll just do on my own time anyway. But the PC version, it's Game Pass, so it's not like I'm having to get my money's worth per se. I mean, there's the monthly amount, but I've also been playing a lot of Forza on Game Pass, and those are expensive games, so it's basically, so long as I play an hour of a AAA game a month, and even just one game a year like that makes it worth it for the Game Pass cost, really. Because like Persona 3 Reload's like 120 bucks when you actually buy it new from day one, without any discounts or anything. So just playing an hour of that each month gets me my money's worth. Let alone things like Forza, and I have a bunch of other Game Pass games that I do also want to play. Had Coral Island downloaded for ages. I've had... Is it,
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, I forget the exact name of it. A game where you play side-scroller with a boat. It's like Changing Tides or something like that. Yeah, I've had a bunch that I've had downloaded for a while that I want to play. It's hard to find time. So that's why I like to get these things. Or jump into the community events. Especially when it's like the Valentine's Day one, so I don't have to buy an extra DLC in order to play it. I just have to play it. So, may as well. We're here. Where do you need it? Tough. Wasn't on sale, just decided it was time to pick it up. Fair enough. It was probably on the, like, Lunar New Year sale recently, but I think that just finished. I'm sure there'll be another one soon. I very rarely buy things full price, even if it is something I really want. It's pretty much just day one stuff, like the DLCs. You gonna tick up? 4 out of 14. Phew. Okay, yeah, I was worried for a minute. It is from any city, it doesn't have to be unique cities, supposedly. I hope not, because I've been here before, I think. Actually, no, I haven't been here before. It was Maribor I've been from. Excellent. Ooh, I do not have many options. Okay. Coruña. That's a no. I may do a nice big long delivery on a separate video as like the final delivery for each game. But not now. Not yet. Can you give me something else? Zadar, I've been there as well. I can't remember about the... No, I haven't been on a lot of those roads though. So, and I could actually go via Novo Mesto. I don't have to take a delivery from there, but I could go via there. That's still a really long delivery though. That's like half an hour. I don't know about that. I'm almost not having much choice though. Oh, here we go. Hey, Ljubljana, just across the border. Still a long, squiggly road, but, you know, it's better than it was. 3 hours 5. We can do that. And then we'll only have a couple more to go for Euro Truck. Not that I have to do half in one and half in the other, but I've waited over half a year to pick up the Balkans when they put out the deal with the 2 Valentine paint skins for 75% off for a deal and got it immediately. I don't even use paint. No, neither. I was similarly tempted, and I may still. I have enough Steam credit to just buy it outright, I think. So I might just use my Steam credit on that. Where the hell is my trailer? Legal trailer delivery redeemed. Okay. I forgot that was still a thing. We'll see. I mean, I'm kind of forced to do legal driving to a reasonable extent with an external delivery because I can't speed as much as I would otherwise like. I can't remember what else my conditions are on that. I guess I have to obey traffic rules? I also need fuel, looks like, which is concerning. Let's actually plot this out, because I do need to fill up from somewhere. Idea of legal is very illegal. I hope so. I'd be very concerned if it wasn't. But yes, I also can't remember what my conditions are. Speed limits, right side of road and red lights. There you go. So that's fine. Maybe. So no wrong way driving, stopping at red lights, and obeying the speed limit. Should be good. That's not a gas station, that's annoying. There's gas stations there? It's only 86 k's away. That should be fine? What does my display say? 567 k's till empty? Should be good then. Question for the blackout bingo thing. Was that meant to be 69,420 but Twitch stopped you? It was at one point. So I'm curious what it is now. Twitch never stopped me doing anything. I think that the amounts were all automatically adjusted at some point. Just 69.4? Okay. Interesting. I don't think I adjusted that. That was probably a typo, quite frankly. I know that at some point the amounts, I think, just got all adjusted automatically because they changed things like in terms of redemption, or in terms of accrual amounts. And I think they also adjusted the redemption costs appropriately. So then I would have had to go in and readjust them. And I probably got it wrong. Okay, well. I guess I'm waiting for you then. Remember how I said a while ago that using indicators sometimes makes the AI stop for you? Yeah, not that car, it seems. That car's being a dick. Could go scenic mode again, I guess, but it's much easier to drive. If I'm having to drive legally, it's much easier to do that when I'm in the cab. So we might just stay inside. We're going through tunnels anyway, so it's not like it matters. I can't remember what the thing up here is. I think it's just the other side of the road, so I think I'll just discover everything. I don't think there's like a service bay or anything like that. It's more specific when you open it, so never mind. You're the idiot after all. Ah, okay, fair enough. Oh, there is a parking thing off to the side here. Do I have to go through here? I can't remember if I've discovered it or not. I think I haven't.
Rerouting.
No, but I haven't discovered the main road either. Oh well. Well, we're gonna have to come back here some other time. That's fine. Dude. Just cutting off a police car. Don't mind me. Hey, I indicated he didn't stop. That bit's on him.
Exit right. Turn right.
I'm obeying the speed limit. I'm indicating. I'm being a good boy. If the AI drivers decide to still get in my way and not slow down when I'm changing lanes, that's kind of on them. Yep. Need to go left. I could have gone down there and up, but then I would have had to stop at the traffic lights, so screw that. If you don't accidentally crash into a cop, are you really driving? Exactly. Certainly not playing the game properly. You're going to cut me off, aren't you? Yep. Well, at least you're going fast enough. And through the border again. It's kind of useful, actually, that I do need to go to the... I don't need to go a different way here. Oh, oh. Just didn't see that the speed limit changed. Don't mind me. Just noticed I was catching up to the car too fast. There we go. You call them bad, I call them realistic. Yeah, well... there is that. I feel most drivers in real life do at least have the decency to slam on the brakes before they actually get hit by something. In this, they just stop as soon as you nudge them slightly. Even if you're kind of in the right and they cut you off or whatever, they slam on the brakes only when they get hit. They don't have any sort of collision detection. Yeah, under 40. Down to 30. Now, where is the gas station for me? Okay, at least I've discovered the whole thing, so that's good. Don't have to drive around. Oh, I just go straight through here. Okay. In we go. Can I use this one, or is it only the other one? You kidding me? It's only the other one. Okay. Now that's just bad game design. Why can't I use both bumps? I can use either ones on this side, but only the ones on this side, not the one that the angle naturally drew me towards. Okay. Whatever. Dear. Still, let's us fill up. We don't have to sleep or anything yet. I don't know what the speed limit is leaving here. Apparently, there is none. Okay.
Keep left.
Oh, now it can actually go 90. It's not 80 anymore. Brilliant. I love Slovenia. Where I live, it seems like they're just giving license out to everyone. Yeah. Does feel like that sometimes. Over here, it's more the fact that there isn't any, like, resitting. Like, once you have your license, you just pay to renew it to get a new card every 10 years or whatever. There's no test that you have to do to get your license again, like to renew it. I don't even have my restricted license. I've got my learner's. The learner's license is theory only. You just have to prove that you can answer questions about the road code correctly. Nothing about putting into practice yet. And that gives you the right to learn to drive a car. So I can do that.
Keep left.
I kind of need to. I should. I kind of mean to this year. I would say that I want to, but that's a bit strong. I kind of don't want to, but I should. Like, it would be useful. I just do not like the thought of driving this. I never like being, I would say, in control, but I never like being in charge of something that I don't feel that I'm fully in control of. Like, the feedback between accelerating and braking and stuff does not feel very immediate or hasn't done the few times that I have been in charge of a car. It's one of those things that I'm sure you just get used to over time, but I'm not a fan of the sensation of it just being so abstracted. Whereas if I'm on a bike or something, like a push bike, I feel like I am in direct control of where I'm going and how fast I'm going. No, it doesn't feel that way when you're in charge of a motor vehicle. And I'm not a fan of that. But hey, as you say, lots of people seem to have their license and drive around without any seeming care for what they're supposed to be doing anyway, so can't be much worse. I'd just be worried about causing an accident. I mean, if you've ever seen me driving this, you know what I'm like, but it's just having to focus so much. That's the other thing, is I do get easily distracted. So, oh, speaking of, we're speeding again. I'm far more interested in looking at the scenery than I am in looking at the road. So, but I guess there's not really exciting scenery anywhere around where I live anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Now we can speed up again. Apparently we could only go 80 for that bit, but we can go 90 through the tunnel. That's weird. We expect the tunnel to be more restrictive. Charge of a car. Good sir, the word is driving. You're driving a car, not a cruise ship. Cruise ship is also driving, or piloting. Though technically a pilot is a very different and very specific thing in nautical terms. Sailing. The word is sailing. No, you're not sailing a cruise ship. It's not a sailboat. It doesn't have a sail. It's got an engine. You're driving it. Simple as that. You drive a cruise ship. You sail a sailboat. You sail a yacht. That's different. And even then, if you're the one actually in charge of the wheel, well, you're the helmsman at that point. So I guess you could say you're helming a cruise ship. I'd still call it driving. It's got an engine. Just because it doesn't have wheels, nothing about the term for driving means that it has to be a wheeled vehicle, to my knowledge. For some reason my cruise control died, and I just noticed I wasn't going fast enough. Point still stands. You didn't have a point, so I don't see what. Like,
Keep right, and then exit right.
in charge of a car makes the same technical difference, really.
Exit
Like,
right.
it doesn't make any difference. Semantics. The act of driving is being in charge of a car, but it's more than just that, because if you're in the driver's seat of a car, you are in charge of a great many things. It's your responsibility for your passengers to wear seatbelts, for example, if they are minors.
Turn right.
There's a lot more to just driving a car when you are in the driver's seat. You are in charge of that motor vehicle and everything else in relation to it, not just the act of driving it.
Turn right.
So it's a more complete thing than just the act of moving it from one place to another. There's a lot more responsibility, and that's the bit that I think a lot of people either don't realize or just ignore, is the fact that there is actually more to being in charge of a car than just driving it.
Keep left, and then turn left.
I think a lot of people choose to, or maybe not choose, but
Turn left.
either, well, I guess to me, ignorance is a choice. You choose to be ignorant about something if you haven't thought about it or read about it or paid attention to your legal obligations. That's a choice. So a lot of people choose to ignore those sorts of things.
Safe and sound.
Let's play it safe. This game taught me how to drive. Granted, a truck, so I don't know how well I do it. Yeah, trucks are a little bit different. It's just as well that they're all automatic gearboxes by default. I would not want to do this with a manual shifting. Need for Speed taught me how to drive, which probably explains a lot my driving style. Need for Speed Special Edition, that taught me how to drive, and test drive. The CGA version. Okay, 5 out of 14. Not bad, not bad. Can we get a really, really short one that can take me to 6? Because I kind of want to just have one more to do afterwards. Yeah, that works. That works, actually. Down to Hrvatska. Yeah, that's pretty much right where I am. To Rijeka. If it ever wants to load the delivery. The road has 2 real rules. Don't hit anybody or anything. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the... there's all of the other road rules that you're meant to abide by. But the primary rule is it is your responsibility to avoid an accident. That's basically your prime directive when you are in charge of a motor vehicle.
Turn left.
And that's true whether or not you are a motorcyclist or a truck driver or a car driver. Your primary obligation when you are on the road is to not cause an accident. Now, if that means that you need to infringe some of the other rules in some fashion to avoid an accident, then so be it. Like, maybe you have to turn suddenly without indicating. You don't have time to indicate, you just have to turn suddenly to avoid something to not cause an accident. That's on you, yeah, that's what you're meant to do. This ain't no bumper cars, yeah, exactly. I mean, you say that, but cars have bumpers. You know.
Ready to turn left.
Parallel parking. Bump, 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 bump. You're in. Perfect.
Turn left, and then turn right.
We can explore a little bit more if we go further around this way, can't we? I'm not just going to go straight up that road. I'm going to go this way. And we don't have to drive legally anymore. We completed our legal delivery with few
Go
infringements.
straight.
I think I did pretty well. There was a couple of times that I didn't see that the speed limit changed in time, but not for very long. Mainly just because I noticed I was catching up to the car in front of me too quickly. And we had a minor altercation with a cop car because he didn't want to brake. And I didn't want to jam on the anchors. Which is an indication of, like, they're my responsibility. Should have been. Oh, it wants me to go right now. Okay, quickly check the map. Do we want to go left or right? Because we can go left and go around that way. Or we can go right and go around that way. Interesting. It makes very little difference, and the fact that it's directing me to do that from here suggests that I probably want to do what it tells me to do. Okay. Right it is. So, seems we could have gone left and around. That was kind of my thought, is because then I'll discover a little bit more of that part of the ring road. But we'll do this part instead, that's fine. There's a lot to have to discover around Ljubljana still. So it'll take me a while to get around to all of it. My cruise control is still set to 80. I need to keep driving.
And then exit right.
Speeding's only speeding when there is a cop or a camera.
Exit right.
There's also a difference between if you're speeding by doing 10-20k over the limit for a short while because you didn't realize it changed, or if you're doing, 160 like I often do in this game. Even doing 90 and an 80, that's barely speeding. The number of people who'll be doing like 120 on the motorway instead of the 100 that you're meant to is absurd. Interestingly, in our new van, we have to drive at like 110 based on what the speedo actually tells you. Because I tracked it by GPS and it's like 10% under reading. So if you're going like 66, you're actually doing 60. I used a couple of different apps at various points and it was all consistent. So we were wondering why. It's like, well, we're doing 100, but everyone's still going faster than us. And yeah, because we are actually only doing 90, turns out. Which is kind of annoying because the cruise control caps out at 114. Apparently that's common in Japanese cars. But there's a couple of stretches of road on the motorway that are 110 as the legal speed limit, which means we'd have to be doing 120 to actually be doing 110. And that means you can't use cruise control. So, a little bit annoying. Alright. Final stretch for today. We're going to head down into Hrvatska again. We can poke our nose into the gas station. Apparently we've been as far as this before. And then we turned around? Oh, this is where the Winterland portal was. Because we... ouch. We discovered Ljubljana for the first time by taking a Winterland delivery there. That was our final Christmas delivery. And the portal would have been at the gas station. Cool. Well, in which case I'm quite glad that I'm doing this to fill in the gaps. So now we have more complete discovery around. So that's good. Geographical center of Croatia is inside the country of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah, due to that, Croatia is a boomerang. It's just spooning. It's Big Spoon. Rijeka. Through the squiggly border crossing route. Which I assume I'm going to have to stop at.
Then exit right. Exit right.
Probably didn't need a break after all, to be honest. Speed around here is 40, but probably could have done this at 90 after all. Oh well. It's a moot point, because I'm going to have to stop up here anyway. Pretty sure saying anything about the borders of any Balkan country can start a war, so let's forget about this. Makes you wonder sometimes. It certainly didn't surprise me that it took a while for them to come out with this expansion. Because there's a lot that they could do accidentally wrong. What are we meant to do here? Oh, we're meant to go right. Okay, never mind. Well, we can just cut over here. Oh, do we actually have to stop? We don't actually have to stop. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Hrvatska is in the EU after all. I wasn't sure if it was part of the EU zone or not. Turns out, we don't have to stop. But we will take the correct lanes, just why not? I guess they might want to stop trucks sometimes, just check their cargo or whatever. Surprised it isn't at least like a way station or something. I mean, the main contentious area is more around Kosovo, really. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes, introduce Kosovo. Every Serbian fan of ETS2 leaves. But that's bound to be such a small market that it barely matters anyway, right? That's the thing. At the end of the day, the number of people that you may piss off compared to everyone else. I hate gates that I have to stop at. I paid. Open up. Because the thing is that, like, the international community overall would be more outraged if they didn't include Kosovo, as it should be. So the number of people you'd be pissing off by not doing that, versus the number that you may piss off, you know, all 12 people who live in Serbia that care enough that play this game. And that's probably being generous. Photo time. That's the wrong way. I think. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be the castle, right? Is it worth getting a shot of our truck as well as the castle? That's a weird cloud over there. That streetlight is a really annoying place. I like the aqueduct down below us as well, but I'm not going to be able to see that properly either. That's annoying. Yeah, that streetlight is really annoying. If I drive a little bit further along? Let's just go... stop. There we go. Just got to position things properly. Okay, now it's a case of we go between the street lights. We don't really see the aqueduct very well, unfortunately, but... what's the focus button? Oh, there isn't one, that's right. Been playing Forza too much where there's actually a focus button. In this, we have to go in here and get rid of the fucking blur. There we go. What's with that weird cloud over there? That's what I don't get. Does it go away if I play with this? No, it's just static. I think that's a bit of terrain that hasn't loaded in. Oops. Oh well. It's gonna look like a weird cloud, but it's actually, I think, a bit of, like, treetops for a bit of hill that hasn't loaded properly. Oh well. Just a camera set up here, getting a time lapse of the area is kind of cool. There's not really a bad lighting, is there? That'll look... Did that even count? I don't think that actually counted. I don't think I was looking at the castle enough, was I? No. I just had to look up slightly. Of course. Okay, well, we're not going to screw around that time. There we go. The number of times I do that, I'll try and be artistic or something, and then it turns out that, oh, the object wasn't actually in shot. Doesn't count. That part of the city's permanently getting rained on, yeah. So I suspect that it was a bit of hill that hadn't loaded in properly. No, I'm fairly sure I've got all my stuff on, like, Ultra. Okay. Okay, random collision. We'll play your game. Sometimes the railings just seem to have a bit of collision that sticks out that doesn't let you just, yeah, there you go, did it again. It's because of how it isn't a curve, it's a series of flat bits. And I think when you hit one of those angles, you can't like slide along it nicely. You just kind of jolt every now and then. Oh well.
Turn right.
1982. I'm gonna guess that's politically significant. I don't know enough about the area to comment. So I'm gonna leave that one be. Go from 100 to 0 in a few seconds. 2% damaged, yeah. You ride the wall for a bit too long. 10% damaged, yeah. No, you hit one of the small little destructible road edge bits. I didn't have to go around here. For some reason I thought I was turning left there. You hit just one of the little side pole bits that marks the edge of the road that are designed to go flat. These little things off to the right here. You hit one of those, 10% damage. You hit something that isn't destructible, 2% damage. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's even a truck stop here. Perfect, because my guy just started yawning. That almost feels easier. You know what? Maybe we will, just this once, because I think it's just a case of reversing, isn't it? It's been a while since I've done this. I've completely lost track of the angles that I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so let's just straighten up a bit. Compared to what I was going to have to do just for the, like, 15 XP one or whatever. This is basically the same. Certainly not very different. There you go. You're welcome. I'll take my 90 XP that I don't need. There we go. Hey, we even leveled up. There we go. Cool. That changes nothing. Cool, and now we're at 6 out of 14, so we're almost halfway there. What we'll probably aim to do now is one super long delivery the next time we stream, or possibly I might just do it offline. I might just do a delivery that's really long and time-lapse it, and just like do it at 5 times speed or something. Because hey, why not? We'll see. Yeah, but that will be next time. We've at least discovered a few more places, got a viewpoint down there, so that would probably be a good place to start from, in which case. Yeah, for now, that'll be it. Almost there. We've got a week to get the rest done, but of course it's a work week, so screw me. Next time, we'll see how we go.